Welcome back. It's time for Fashion Watch, and I'm joined by the lovely crew, panelists, Robert, Annabelle, Ian, Carol. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And today we're talking about women in leadership. How should they dress? What is appropriate? Short skirt, long skirt, do put on stockings, what colors? And let's get into it. We have our slides ready, and the first picture we have today is that of Anne Waigoro. I'll start with you, Carol. We talk about Anne Waigoro. What's your take on her outfit for this meeting?
Well, so the context is a meeting for women, by women, with women. I think that her outfit is perfectly fine. In fact, she seems to stand out more than the other women because she has worn an outfit that enhances her femininity and showcases the fact that she's an African woman. So it's not just a typical business suit. It actually is a step further. So she's showing that she can cultivate style and have her own identity when in the midst of other women.
Robert, what's your take?
Anne Waigoro always brings her A game. I can't complain. Honestly, she's done very well. She's upstaged all the other women, of course, looking very African, connected with the women because it's Maendeleo Wanawake, but at the same time looking in control because of the colors.
The question then is, when do you put on, you know, a kaftan or an African dress? When is it appropriate? And I'll pose that question to you, Annabelle, because there are others who might be thinking, well, she looks a bit laid back and that's something I would wear to a wedding or to, you know.
No, actually, it's always appropriate. Somehow, women in African clothes, it somehow always seems right, you know? It's one of those things that's effortless and always works, especially if it's the right length, it covers you in the right places. Like Carol said, I think she's done really well here. Only thing I would add is that, you know, it's always exciting to add, you know, an accessory like maybe a headpiece or like just something to like make it not sort of ordinary, because this can be worn in Parliament as well as it can be worn sort of on a Saturday afternoon. So sometimes you need a little something to add a little glamour to it.
Okay, let's look at Beth Mogo. She's in a trouser suit, and I guess the question would be, is it appropriate for women in leadership to wear trouser suits? And I'll come to you, Ian Mbogwa.
Yes, yes it is.
Yeah?
As long as she feels comfortable in it and she's smart in it, there is absolutely no reason why a woman in power should not wear trousers.
What about you, Carol? What's your take?
I think it depends on the pants and also on your body shape, because it doesn't necessarily mean that if you're in power you can wear the pants literally. Sometimes it doesn't flatter you, and if pants tend to look good on your body shape, then you should wear them. But again, if you're wearing pants, it can be hard to make it look exciting, because you can see hers is very plain. There is nothing decorative about the outfit.
Yes.
And it, you know, you just look right past her. So if you're going to wear a pantsuit, get the right cut, get the right fit, get a good tailor to make it. It shouldn't just be any pantsuit. It has to be standout.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next slide, next picture. And this is Cabinet Secretary Anne Waigoro again at a NEPAD meeting. Here in bold colors. Start with you, Robert.
Of course, she has dressed the part. It's a NEPAD meeting. She appears, if she walks into a room, the black is power, the red says, I am here. And you know that's her personality. She's, for me, the Martha Karua of now, but with a different swag, because she has a lot of peace, but there's so much power in her calmness. I can tell you for a fact, when she enters the cabinet meeting, every man takes notice and every woman is jealous of her.
Right then. Well, remember, you can join in the conversation. Twitter hashtag is a fashion watch. I want to hear what Ian has to say about that.
I haven't seen Anne wear anything that is not smart, chic.
Okay.
She's on top every time.
Okay.
Yes, she nails it all the time.
All right. Annabelle?
I mean, I like the cinched waist. I think that's a nice touch. It's always nice for a woman to sort of show off her feminine, you know, the thinnest part of her, which is her waist, and she's done that. A little too matchy-matchy with me with the matching orange and the matching purse. I think she could have switched it up a little to make it modern, but otherwise, I mean, it's okay.
Let's speak on something you just said now about showing off what is your best asset, and for her, it's the waist, and she's been able to use a belt to show it off.
Yeah, and also she's covered up her cleavage really well. Like, she's still showing a little décolletage without it being too much, which is perfect.
So does that mean we should all wear belts?
I think you can wear belts as much as possible.
If your body allows.
If your body allows, which most women's body allow, because God made us that way.
That way.
That way.
No, and that way as well.
And what the belt does is, even if you're not made that way, it helps you sort of, it moves you along, pushes you to be sort of look that way.
Okay, okay. All right then. Next slide. Today we're on Anwaigoro, and that's the World Population Day. There's Anwaigoro together with some leaders. Can't see clearly who. Carol, what do you think?
Well, I love the blue. I love it. I actually prefer this color on her skin tone. The previous shade was making her look a bit washed out.
Yes.
It would have been nice if it had a bit of an undertone of something deeper in it. But I love this color. The contrast of the pink and the blue is great, and it's fantastic. It stands out. It's feminine again, and at the same time it's authoritative. And you know, the free-flowing kaftan thing, again, it's African. You know, she again hits all the right marks.
Yes.
But just like Annabelle said, the headgear would not have been a miss here, because you can see, considering the background and what the other women are wearing, if you put that on, then it gives a certain regal feature to your look. Yeah.
All right, Ian?
I love it.
Ian is in agreement. She's in love. You're in love with Anwaigoro and how she dresses, so...
Evidently.
Rob?
15 over 10. I mean, why I disagree about the headgear, she's an extremely beautiful woman. So if you got it, what are you trying to hide?
It's not about hiding.
No, but it does. Well, if, as a man, if I look at a woman with a headgear, the headgear will take a lot of attention. I'll start looking at how it is, how the size, and then I might miss out on the beauty.
I wouldn't think so.
I'm talking from a man's point of view.
It's like where it's like crowning it. It's the last final touch.
Nice.
Yes.
Why crown something that is okay? Her face itself is a crown.
All right.
Okay, I think okay. Actually, okay is the word that you hit the nail on the head.
Yes,
it's okay.
it's okay.
It's not incredible. It's just okay.
What is okay?
That outfit.
But
15 over 10.
if there was a headgear, I think what they're trying to say, if there was headgear, it would be 15 out of 10.
Yes.
Or even like an amazing pair of earrings or a really great pair of shoes, you know? Something that takes it out of just a regular African outfit and elevates it to something that's more formal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on now. We're going to Amina Mohammed. She's a Cabinet Secretary Foreign Affairs, and this is at the AU Summit. Pants. Let's start with Annabelle. What's your take?
Yeah, cigarette pants are great. I love a great pair of cigarette pants, tuxedo pants, they're very in. She's done a really good job of wearing a tunic that really suits her body type. And she looks great, I think, in this picture. The only thing I would say is that she has this habit of wearing a scarf, which I think it dumbs down her outfit a little bit. I don't know why she does that.
That, I think, is because of religion.
No, but she just wears the scarf there. She doesn't wear it over her head or anything.
I guess.
Okay. And I mean, there's nothing, obviously, if your religion, if you're required to wear a scarf, but make it match your outfit so that, you know, it looks complimentary.
You said something about a cigarette
Pant.
pants. What exactly is that?
A cigarette pant is a skinnier pant.
Skinnier pant.
So it becomes skinny at the bottom and it's not flared.
Okay. Rob, but...
I think she's dressed well her body, and she's the epitome of beauty and brains.
Okay. Carol?
Well, it's interesting because I actually wish she had flipped the color so that the lighter color was at the bottom and then the darker one was at the top. Then it actually slims the silhouette, so she doesn't look so top heavy and it's not as obvious that she's top heavy. So if you find that the color can actually help balance out the proportions, for me I find that if she did that, then it would actually make it, would give it a more elegant and streamlined look. Yes.
All right. And Ian?
I like it. I like it.
You like it? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next slide. And it's Amina Mohammed. This is her in Seychelles. And we'll start with you, Ian.
That top looks very big. With a
You'd go for a fitting. More fitting.
Slightly, I think.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Okay.
Because then it makes her legs look really skinny.
Carol?
As it is right now.
I go back to the whole aspect of proportion, balancing the top and the bottom, so you don't look like you're top heavy or bottom heavy. So you find a middle ground. So if the top could be slightly more fitted, or she could just wear a full kaftan and then nip it in the waist, or she could have, instead of wearing this kind of dark leggings, she could have gone for something lighter. I feel it's a lack of balance in the look.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Robert?
I don't like the top. It looks like a painting.
Yeah, but she's referencing Seychelles, you know, with the ocean, the blue.
It still looks like a painting.
Is that blue-green? Blue.
It's green.
Oh.
Turquoise.
Is that
Looks like
blue
a
or
painting.
green?
Simple.
Turquoise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not happy
Hello?
with it.
No, not
happy
at all.
with it.
Not at all.
Annabelle?
I mean, I think we often talk about signature styles on the show, and I think she has a signature style, which I admire. I like people who find something that they like and they stick to it and they do it over and over, and then we recognize them through that style. I think it's okay. I mean, it's her signature style.
The outfit is good, just the coloring, and the white man looks like the painter.
Oh, good Lord. All right.
Moving swiftly on.
So, yeah, let's move. But to pick on to something you said, Carol, earlier on, and not on the slide, the other one, where you ideally should try and see whether you can wear contrasting pants down. Most women tend to wear black. Is it okay to wear any other color?
At the bottom?
Don't you think you look weird? Imagine wearing red pants to work. Maybe you can.
No, actually, you can wear red pants to work. It's about the kind of red. It's about the cut. That's why it's about fit. It's about cut. Sometimes it's not even about the color. You can still wear those colors, but if it's a formal suit and it's cut properly, you can actually wear it to work, and it still serves the purpose.
All right. Let's go to the next picture, and that's Her Excellency Margaret Kenyatta. If I'm not wrong, this was the launch of the rotavirus vaccine in Machakos. And let's start with you, Robert. What do you think of her outfit?
There's no vavavoom, smart. She's played very safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian?
Yep, she's toned it down compared to other times. Yes.
Annabelle?
Again, I like the proportions on her dress. I like the fact that she's, has a little cleavage, but you can't actually see anything too incriminating. I like the fact that she has a nice sort of meaty length skirt. The colors are a little boring, like somebody said. They're, it's not really speaking to me on any level, really.
Carol?
It's functional. It gets the work done. She looks smart, and it's classic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see, I think if I'm not wrong, she's wearing stockings. And quickly, let's just discuss that. When is it appropriate to wear stockings? Should I wear them every day? Do I wear them cold? And what color should I wear?
Robert?
I don't think that's for the guys. I was to hear what you was going
Surely.
to say.
Yeah. Where do you wear them?
I have stockings right now.
Let's talk. No, guys, time is running out. Annabelle, Carol, when is it appropriate for a woman to wear stockings? Should I wear them every day, or?
I mean, I think it's sort of how you feel, especially if you have a sort of shorter length skirt. It's always appropriate to wear stockings to work so you're not too exposed. And always sort of keep to the hue of your own skin, and never, ever wear, what do you call them? Fishnet? Never, never, never.
Okay.
Well, with what she said, usually, because I like wearing stockings, I usually wear them with something that's slightly shorter than usual, just to, so that it looks formal. And usually go for colors that are more compatible with my skin tone. So you just find the color that fits, go do a test in the store, and make sure you find something that works with your complexion, so it doesn't clash with your outfit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ian is looking at you and wondering. All right, last picture for the night. That is Rachel Kebesh, Nairobi Women's representative, and I think that's a state function. We weren't able to tell which one. In a very interesting outfit, and I'll start with you, Ian, because you cleared your throat. I'd like to hear your sentiments on that.
Well, first thing I thought was the one right at the back is her train, and it comes right round and joins her. No, that doesn't work.
She's being patriotic.
No. That's overkill.
All right.
I love her hair.
The outfit, the dress.
Okay, yeah. It looks like we're about to sing the national anthem, but I think she's tried, to be honest with you. But in as far as the fitting is concerned, there's too much shield, colors, flag, and all that. But the fitting is what I like. I love the hair. It's not that crazy weave that Ian one time spoke about it here. But I think she's done well. Honestly, I think she's reinventing herself.
Okay.
And I would give her some big ups for that.
Carol?
I actually don't have a problem with this look. She's because she tends to be loud. She tends to be contrary. She likes breaking the rules. I mean, it would be great if it was toned down and it was in a few little details, but then she wouldn't be shebesh.
But this is not appropriate for the office. This is, of course,
It is a state function, yeah. So if she wants to be playful with it and she wants to show her patriotism on a larger scale, then she clearly achieved that.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but sometimes it just is not about being fitting in. It's just, hey, break the rules, live a little.
All right.
Yeah.
Annabelle?
I'm sorry, but the only time it's appropriate to wear a flag head to toe is if you're in a parade.
This was
or
not
if
a parade.
if you're a mascot.
Well,
but never. I mean, to wear a whole sort of to adorn yourself in flag head to toe, it's tacky and it's not sophisticated in any way.
What do you think of the off-shoulder piece?
I mean, I don't even get to see that part because I'm just sort of stuck at 12 flags on her body.
All right. Let's have a look at
She's
what
okay. She's okay.
viewers back at home are saying. And, let's have a look at the tweets that came through. Remember, the hashtag was a fashion watch. I'm waiting for the board to come up. And then there's at Sleek Style Model, a fashion watch. Women in leadership should be decent and admirable. They should subtly set the pace. All right. Thank you very much for that. At Rowan_Monday, I think women in leadership should opt for dresses and skirts instead of trousers. All right. At Wakiruthi, I agree with Ian. Anne Waigoro is the best dressed lady in leadership today. I always like her dressing. Thumbs up to Anne. At OJ254 Junior, Anne Waigoro has a great fashion sense. She always looks great. Hashtag fashion watch. Thank you very much for that, guys at home. All right, we've come to the end of the show, but quickly, any fashion tips you have for us for the week? We start with Ian. You have no idea what's going on. I'll come back to you. Think about it, Carol. Quickly.
I would say women in leadership should not forget that, again, I keep saying this, first you were a woman before you became a leader. Always embrace the feminine side before you think about the leadership part. Yes.
Embrace the feminine side
be
before...
feminine. You're a woman. Dress
Yes.
like a woman, be a woman, act like a woman, even as you're in power. Do not forget the part.
Good.
Yes.
Robert?
Ladies, avoid the fish net stockings. That's for your husband in the bedroom.
All right.
And if you have stockings, I hate to see women with torn stockings and they're running and they're using, is it, what do you call it?
Nail varnish.
Yeah, you should be beaten and put in a camp somewhere.
All right. Annabelle?
I just want to address the tweet that said women shouldn't wear skirts and shouldn't wear pants and should only wear skirts. I think women in leadership have worked hard. They're in leadership because women have, fought for their rights, and it's completely appropriate for women to obviously wear pants. We are the same as men, correct?
No.
All right.
Correct.
What Robert has said, stockings, always carry an extra pair in your handbag. So don't walk around with the nail polish, carry an extra pair of stockings.
Well.
That's simple.
Ian, do you have anything to say?
Yes, women in leadership, you need to understand that you are in the public eye. It is good to invest in good clothes and a good dresser, fashion designer.
All right, you've heard it. Many thanks for joining us this evening. It's been fantastic. We do hope you've enjoyed yourself. We've come to the end of Citizen Weekend for today. Many thanks for joining us. On behalf of everyone who makes this show a success, I am Kiri Wangaro saying thank you for watching. Do have yourself a lovely Saturday evening. Take care.